What is up, everybody? Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Kind of messed up. I was supposed to start my intro right after the countdown, but here it is. Yo, what is up, everybody? Appreciate everyone for tuning in. For the people that are here already, Ben Adams, yo, what's up, Boyz4Life? What is up? Look, I don't care how you spell my name. I mean, I do, just a little bit. But the name is spelled correctly. Like, I got it right here, man. I got it right here. It's in my, when you look me up, I spell it with a Z. I mean, it's cool. Simple mistake, it's everywhere that I post. But the people that put an S, I don't say nothing, but just saying now. It's spelled with a Z. Boys. What's up, Eagle Speed 2.25? How's it going, man? So, today I was supposed to do a show with my boy, Cowboys Corner, but that fell through. Today we're going to start it next week because my wife decided to go to Six Flags today. What is up, Mitch? What's up, homie? She decided to go to Six Flags today for a work thing. So I took her when I got off work. So I took care of the baby. I took care of my stepdaughter. Hung out for a few hours. Had him down. Drove home. And when I get home and we're getting close to... What's up, next shit? What's up, Randy? How's it going, homie? And we're getting close to the house. Or we get to the house. I bring him in. He's down. He's out. The next thing you know, he starts crying. And it's close to 7:30. And we're supposed to do our show at 8. And I just couldn't do it. So hopefully next week we have the boys' corner scheduled, because now at that point we'll be 2 weeks into training camp. My bad, man. The damn autocorrect. It's cool, man. It's cool, Ben Adams. It's cool. Not a big deal, homie. Not a big deal at all. I'm just throwing it out there. Miss Bird Gang, appreciate you for stopping by, as you always do. Yes, listen to what she says. Make sure you hit that sub. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, we are literally 1,500 hours away from the 4,000, the magic number 4,000. 1,500 hours away. And I need to get as many hours in from here until August the 8th. Because once August the 8th hits, it's going to be hard for me to do streams, especially because of the line of work I do. What we call main break season, where the water mains break because it's so hot here. The ground shift, it doesn't rain all the time, so when the ground finally shifts, the mains break, and we got to go repair them, either replace pipe or clamp them or whatever. And a lot of them are breaking, especially with this heat, the 106, 107, 108 degree heat. This is the season where you go into work at 6 in the morning and you get out when you get out. So it's going to be a little harder for me to do streams. Starting when I start my new position. And then even when since I'm going to be a foreman, it's even worse because foremen stay late a lot because there's a lot of shit that goes on, paperwork, all kinds of stuff, which I'm going to try to stay on top of it as the day goes on, so I don't got a lot of shit to do at the end of the day. But, let's see. Gotta be careful with the dip. Simons might get mad. Oh, not Simon. Not Simon. Someone. Yeah. Someone might get mad. Yeah, exactly. Someone might get mad. Smash that like button. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Smash that like button. What is up? Someone. Yes, someone might get mad. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit whatsoever. It's my channel. And speaking of that, someone, you know, I had listened to. So this dude had a straight up 30-minute stream on Twitter. Okay. On Twitter. Didn't even put it out here on YouTube or nothing for no one to see. And not even close. And a lot of the shit that he said on Twitter where he was crying and bitching. Well, from the stuff that I know with Joey and 500, how do I know this stuff is very inaccurate is because I talked to him. We were talking, texting back and forth about this shit. All three of us were. And it's hysterical. For me, I don't have a problem with calling anyone out. It's what I do, right? I don't give a shit if he goes after Joey, talks shit to Joey. I don't give a shit if he goes after 500, talks shit to 500. I could care less. But when it happens mid-March, April, things like that, around that time, and then all of a sudden we're in May, we're in June. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. So when it's already 2 months later and you're still quoting shit that happened 2 months ago, and then the way you go about shit, it's annoying. It's like I let it be. I let it be for 2 months. I didn't say anything because it's not my business. But after a certain point, when you just keep going and going and going, right? Shit is annoying. I wonder if we can play this. If we can play this shit and I can like full screen it and we can listen to this because I'm actually supposed to be doing the Joey shit today, the second video of Joey, right? I'm supposed to be doing that shit today, but because this went down, I just might do it. Oh, okay. And yeah, another thing. Can I hold on? I can make it. I don't know if I can do it like that. Hold on. So, where I come from, you get made fun of a lot by being a two-teamer, right? By being a two-teamer, you get made fun of. You get called a fake fan and all kinds of shit, right? When you're considered a two-teamer. But yet, of course, this guy's new to this type of shit, right? So, I made the comment, not only is he a Jags fan, he's also a fan, or not a fan, but likes different other players, right? And that's fine. I like certain other players too. But will I ever rock a jersey of theirs from a different team? No. I will not openly say, I will openly say, I like this person, I like that guy. They're good ball players. I recognize good ball players when I see one because I was a ball player, whether it's basketball, baseball, football, soccer, whatever. Respect is respect, right? I'm not saying I'm going to use the term here, greatness, recognize greatness. I'm not saying I'm greatness, not by any stretch of the imagination, but it's just a term to use, right? Like I know when a player's great, I know when a player's good. You know what I mean? Like you know that shit. So let me see here. Let me see, because it's going to be a little difficult because we're going to. You know what? I'm going to. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch this shit, right? And then we're gonna make fun. That's what's gonna happen. Because this is what's gonna go down right now. We're gonna watch this and make fun of it because it's time to make fun. It's a 27-minute stream or a 28-minute stream of this guy bitching and fucking crying. So, before we get into this, I want to read some of the comments because we're going to go after this guy and talk shit. And see, look, everyone knows where I come from, right? On my end of football. If you're new here, I come from a place that's called the TTC, the Trash Talking Circle, where a lot of us talk shit about each other. We make fun of each other. It's banter. It's what it is. Shit shouldn't be taken too hard. When you enter the TTC, you come into an agreement in this community, and I'm breaking it down for you. You come into the agreement. You come to this agreement with the community on the TTC community, where you're gonna get bashed. You're gonna get shit talked to. You're gonna get shit talked about you, right? It's what it is. So, excuse me. As you know, I troll a lot of Eagle fans. I troll Joey. I troll Philly 500. I troll these guys. They know it's all good and fun. They laugh at it. I've said some horrible things about these guys. I've done all that stuff. Even Mitch, who's on here, I've said some things about Mitch, right? Which a lot of Eagle fans who are very soft and bitch made lost their shit about it. Literally lost their shit that I was making fun of Mitch because of his disabilities that he has, right? And every disability that I said about Mitch was completely wrong. Because I had no idea at this point when I made that video that Mitch could even fucking walk. Because I'd never seen him stand up a day in my life. There was no video that I've ever seen of Mitch even standing up to that point when I made my video. So a lot of things that I said about Mitch was fucking wrong, and everyone came to his defense because I was making fun of him. But that's what the TTC is. If you go back into my videos 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I straight up destroyed Cool Cat Connor. My rookie season, 2016, I went toe-to-toe with the Giants Mafia. I had to have done like at least 6 videos that week because I had about 4 guys just coming at me, and I took them all on. That was the most fun I had ever had in that TTC week. And whenever we played we lost both games against the Giants that year. It was definitely the second game we played because the first game I don't think I was there yet. I had even known about the TTC. I think I came into week 4. And Desert Eagle was the one that got me into the TTC. So, you know, where I come from, like I said, it's a bunch of shit talking. You talk shit to each other. You attack someone personally, you know, from what you see. You attack them about their football team. You know, when I mean it personally, I mean like their appearance, what you see on camera, stuff like that. You know, when you put shit on camera, it's fair game, right? Which is why, for the longest time, and even still today, I will not put anyone that I know, that I love, or whatever, my family, will never be put on screen while I'm doing this. Not even close. Because I know when it's my time to football comes back and I'm doing my videos and I'm doing, you know, this, and then I'm doing my TTC videos where I do my editing and I make fun. Like the commercials you see here. You know, I put people's faces on and I do stuff. You're going to see that a lot. And with this guy right here, we play the Jags this season. So I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go at him, right? I'm going to set this up for when we play the Jags. And then I'm going to do a video when it's time to play the Jags. But this guy does so much crying and bitching that I think a video is warranted very, very soon. Especially I'm gonna strike while the iron's hot. I'm gonna get him pissed. I'm gonna get him upset. It is what it is. You can't dictate what kind of smoke you want. You know what I mean? You can't sit there and say, no one's coming with the smoke, no one's this, no one's that. And then when the smoke is brought, whether it's attacking you personally, the way you sound, as monotone as he is, whether it's attacking your personal life, your marriage, whatever it is, right? I mean, I never attacked his marriage. My rule for me is me, not anyone that's on my stream, but me personally, I don't go after women. I don't go after children. I don't do that. So when, this guy being married and all, I'm not going to attack his marriage. I don't do that shit. I'm going to look at him, look at him, make fun of how he sounds, make fun of his fucking videos, do that shit. So this is going to require some work this weekend to do, while I'm at home. Get some screen recordings or some pictures of his videos, because he did. I mean, you're going to listen to it in here. And I believe it's in here. It's about like the 12 to 15 minute mark where he talks about how his numbers, and again, remember, he's talking about numbers. The only reason why I bring up numbers is because someone else does. Other than that, I don't brag about my numbers. I don't do any of that stuff. The only thing I do here is I let you know, hey, I'm so many people away from this count, and I'm so many watch hours away from this number that I want to get to. That's about as far as bragging, right, as I go. But when someone keeps bringing up numbers, and they're going after people with higher numbers and just straight talking shit about their numbers, and me with a lesser view count than a lot of these guys that he's going after, my view count's better than his, right? I'm going to say something. And it looks bad when I'm the one saying something. And even though my view count isn't that much better, it's better. So let me go through these comments real quick, and then we're going to get to this thing right here. So where are we at? Where are we at with these comments? Let's go, Boyz4Life. Yes, sir. Ooh, yeah, I saw that. I know, it was crazy. I mean, I only saw a little bit of it. Like, I think I saw like 15 minutes. You can say a little bit, but it was like 15 minutes, and I was like, all right, I'm done. And I haven't seen what else he says. So, what's up, Ms. Bird Gang? Jinx. Chilling, playing Madden on the new PS5. I need to get me a PS5, man. I'm playing. I got MLB The Show on right now. My thing's charging, so I told him he needs to crush it. Who needs to crush it? This guy, ECG, has a PS5. Let me go on PC or new Xbox or PS. Miss Bird Gang, tell Bird Gang I said come get the smoke on Madden. Okay. Sorry for throwing you off topic. Nah, bro, you straight, dog. Add BG Jinx, BG31. See, I have a PS5. I'm gonna take this out. I have a PS5. I mean, I have a PS4, and I think you can play each other like PS4 and PS5. If that's true, I might have to add Bird Gang so we can go head to head. Give me a second, guys. You gotta get the residue out of my mouth. I actually need to buy a new can because I'm already almost done. So, anyway, let's keep it moving. Yes, I did. He said it'll be on after he eats, Jinx. You like Jalen Hurts? No, I do not. He is a bad quarterback. And see, that's another thing that I can't wait to talk about. In a different life, probably tomorrow. But it's so fun. I knew this was gonna happen when Jalen Hurts had a great day at camp. You were gonna have all kinds of Eagle fans come out of here and talk about how great Jalen Hurts was in practice, right? With no pads, their helmet and shorts, no one's covering, really covering or anything, and he's making good throws, obviously, right? It is what it is. And no, this isn't Bud Light, Randy. This is a Pepsi. So I can't drink for the next 2 weeks because I'm on call. So like right now, I could actually be called into work to go in. So I'm chilling out on the drinking. Hey, Midberg gang, how's the little warrior doing? I just found it funny that this dude calls me dumb for literally responding. No, I know. This is the kind of dude who starts shit. And see, it's funny because I read y'all what he wrote me, right? I read you what he wrote me, and Speedy Eagle 2.25 said that he's starting shit and all that, and he's saying he didn't, right? But or he was, he texted me saying that I don't know the context of Joey's shit and the 500 stuff, which I do. I knew that he called him out. I knew this because I had a conversation with him about it. Not we didn't have. I don't think we had one-on-one conversation. I think it was in a panel of what he had done or what he said what he did, which I had seen it. And then and I went based off of that, right? So he called Joey out in a live stream saying that McDuffie, he's wrong about McDuffie, basically, right? Okay, cool. You leave it at that, and then yes, Joey, for him saying he doesn't really watch college football and all this other shit, I can understand why he got made fun of, right? And because I did the same thing with him with the Jaquan Hardy thing, where he was excited about signing Jaquan Hardy and yada yada at that point, right? Because y'all didn't, obviously. And y'all were excited. He was excited about signing him, calling him a bruiser back and all kinds of shit. And then he sits there and says, oh, but I've never really watched him. Yada. So how can you say that kind of stuff? And you know what? I'm not knocking, ECG calling him out and saying whatever, right? And then the memes happen, and then the video that Vic put together, because Vic started talking shit about Philly 500 and all kinds of stuff, right? Like, it's like civil war between Eagle fans right now with the whole ECG thing, and then, all that going on. And I find it completely hilarious. I find it very, very amusing, right? And I found it funny. It was what it was. Then come to find out that he's attacking 500. Him and 500 are going back and forth, which I've never read any of that stuff, so I don't even know what happened there. But then, like I said, when it's like 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later, 2 months later, and you're still talking about shit that happened in March, early April, and it's now June. It's the end of May, we're in June, and we're at the end of June, and now we're in the middle of July, and you're still quoting shit, right? And then you're coming out with merch, which is completely fine, saying, these quotes or whatever. But, that's where my problem was. It's, you just keep going and going and going when no one's really giving him the time of day for much of anything. And I know what's about to happen, and I'm fully aware of it. He's going to come on and say, they're doing another live stream about me. Well, I'm very petty, and this is trolling with Boyz4Life. And I don't care that he thinks that my content is weak because I troll, right? He's coming into the football community over here, and we're all in different parts of each. Okay, so let me say this. There is the football community where we're all like, I'm part of the football community. ECG is, Bird Gang 31 is. You have Bad Dog that's in there. Brunson. You have Simus, Billy Badass, A-Bomb, Raider Ben. And these are like guys who are in the TTC with me. Some of the last few guys I named. You have 8 Camel Toes. You have Still 58. You have Eric the Steel. You have Who else is in there? There's Savage Sev, who was part of the TTC. You have all these different type of guys who are fans of our teams, and we all talk shit to each other, right? I mean, you have Eagle Speed, who was a part of it, and then he disappeared for a while. Looks like he's trying to come back because he thinks his team is good. Cool Cat Connor was trying to be in it for a minute. He couldn't hack it. So there's a lot of people that are in this thing. You had Jaganoff, who's a Jaguars fan, who's a part of it. Giant fans that were part of it were, like I said, Bad Dog was a part of it. You had Bones, who was Meet the Mets is another one that's a part of this stuff, right? And you have a lot of us in the TTC going at it. So there's a lot of people, a lot of different type of football communities. See, the type of football community he needs to be in is the one where you have the Philadelphia Eagle guys who do film study, where you have the Cowboy fans who do film study, like Voch Lombardi or a Law Nation or Boss Cowboy. He has James Big Play or it's Big Game James or something like that. I could be wrong, but I know James is in there. You have CFO Cowboy Fans Only. You have Cowboys Fan Talk. I think that's another one. Mr. Nick. Those type of guys do the film study and like they report, right? Brunson's the one that reports on the Eagles, right? That's what they do. Joey reports on the Eagles, 500 reports on the Eagles, but their stuff is more opinionated of what they think is going to happen alongside what is actually happening with the Eagles, right? What this guy is doing is breaking film down of players, prospects, breaking film down of other teams and just players in general of what they're doing. A football as a whole. But he's coming in over here because this is where he thinks he's going to get the most attention, to be honest with you. And he has. Joey hasn't really given him attention. 500 gave him a little bit, and I'm giving him the most because I'm just tired of seeing this over and over and over of this kid just talking and talking and talking. And a lot of the shit that he says, he goes after people and then he sits back and plays the victim. This dude, it's very hard to watch. It's very funny to watch at the same time because he's just there bitching and crying. At least what I saw, like I said, for 15 minutes. It goes on for another 12 minutes and what is it, like 39 seconds? Yeah. So, but we're almost done with these comments, and I really want to get to this video. Where are we at? Hey Randy, he's doing great. He's already up trying to start back one. That's good, man. That's good, Miss Bird Gang and Bird Gang 31. That's awesome that your son is walking, and I saw the stuff that he's walking on his own. That's awesome. I don't. Of course, I don't know that feeling. Well, I mean, I wouldn't even know. My son can't walk right now, but that's awesome. From the stuff I've read that y'all posted about him, that's great news. You need to make a video on another TTC guy. Well, I will. I'm not really doing TTC stuff right now. I really wouldn't even say I'm in the TTC anymore. I just more do my hate week videos, and I go after people that I know. And when I mean that I know, that like I know who they are, and they do this shit like I do. So come football next month or in a month and a half, yeah, you're gonna see me doing more TTC stuff. So yeah, let's see. It's all fun and good humor. I find it an honor to be called out by you. Thanks, Randy. Thank you. Yeah, bro. Like, look, I may not have the sub count as a lot of these guys are, and that's fine. I'm not worried about it. But my name does hold weight in certain parts of the community, in different communities, because they know who I am. Because I've been around since 2016. Look, if I was doing straight reporting and talking about the Cowboys as a whole and just the Cowboys alone and doing what I was doing, I could probably have the 3,000 subs, the 4, the 5, the 6,000. But nowadays, people are so soft, they can't take the shit talking. They can't take the listening, the cussing that I do and all that stuff. So they choose not to listen, and that may not be because of them themselves. That may be because they might be around their kids, or they might be at work, or something to where they can't really listen to what I say, and that's completely fine. Because a lot of us in that TTC, I mean, yeah, we got decent sub counts. Like Bad Dog was under 10,000, 5,000 for the longest time. And then when he switched off and got out of the TTC and started doing what he's doing, look where he's at now. I think it's at like 99,000, somewhere around there. That might be too high, but I'm not sure. But see, like, doing what I do, how I got into this, it takes a special kind of person. It takes a lot of thick skin to know that you're going to get shit talked about you. It does. And the stuff I'm going to do here in the next week or so, when I'm going to make my video and what I'm going to say about this kid, I don't think he's going to be able to handle it. He's probably going to come out with a video. He's probably going to start crying about it. And I know Coach Dante's in here. And Coach Dante, if you want to go tell ECG that I'm doing another video about him, be my guest. I'm not worried about it. Coach Dante, you're one of my dudes. You're cool. You might be Switzerland about it. I don't know. I know you liked one of his videos that he was making fun of me about because I called him out on being like having more jerseys of other teams. I don't even. I'm sure he has Jaguar jerseys. I'm sure, but if you're gonna be on here and talking about the Jags, I mean, there's not very many people that can do it. I know Jaganoff does it very well. He has a decent sub count, right, for what he does. So I can't wait for this shit, man. Oh, good. StreamYard Convo. Oh God, StreamYard Convo. I pumped him up. Pumped for him. Can't wait to meet you and him in 31. Thank you so much, Randy. We should all definitely meet one day. We need to talk old school wrestling and how great it is. Wrestling is not over here. You need to get with Mitch and talk some wrestling because he does a whole thing of wrestling. What's up? What's up, Awesomeness Sports? How you doing, girl? Appreciate you for stopping by, homie. Bird Gang 31, Boss Man right here. Guys, everyone's link is in, well, I wouldn't say everyone. The link to the BGN network is in the description. The Twitter page link is in the description. Excuse me, my links are in the description. So if you're new here, please hit the like button. Please hit the comment, the subscribe button, and hit that bell so you're notified every time I go live. And share this out, people, because the more this gets shared out, the more people we get in here. The more people we get in here, we'll hear about the BGN network takeover, where we are trying to be the number one, outlet, I guess you could say, for sports and just entertainment, period. We are trying to be big, and that is the dream here. It is the goal here, So, I'm trying to set something up. What's up, 31? For some reason, he brought you up as well. Did he bring 31 up in this? I didn't even hear his name. You got PS4. I do. We need to game. Yeah, bro. I got a PS4. I don't play Madden too much. I play a little bit here and there. I haven't really played it since, I guess, last season. I'm waiting for the new game to come out, and then I'll start playing again. Bud Light Chug. Yeah, it's a Pepsi, but yeah, the whole thing was crazy. Yeah, bro, it was funny. What's up, Speedy Eagle 2? I don't know what he says. I won't waste my energy on him. Fuck, my bad. Watching on the phone. Homie. Next shift, Randy. He can't say that, but he started all this. He has no one to blame but him. Yeah, he did start it, right? I mean, like I said, I don't know if you would call it starting it when you call someone out and they respond and it goes back and forth, whatever. But like I said, when you keep it going and it's months after it's been done, and you're still trying to call someone out, because I at this point I can only assume, and it only makes sense, that you're calling someone out that hasn't really given you the time of day, hasn't talked about you in a live stream, hasn't really said much on camera, but has said a lot behind closed doors. I can only assume that you want his attention, right? That's what you want, and he's not giving it. And I mean, it is what it is. That's true, Speedy. How are you, bud? The wife said the little guy is kicking ass. What's up, Jaden? How's it going, homie? Yes, sir, Randy. Doing good. Hey, what's up, Ravi? How you going, bro? Boyz4Life was good. Everything's great over here, dog. Who is this you were talking about? His name is East Coast Gridiron, ECG. We are going to be watching this 27-minute video here in a second. And then we're gonna go from there. It's very cringe. You're not gonna hear me talk a lot. You're gonna listen to what he says. And I will chime in here and there when he says certain things that I can chime in about, that I know about. But other stuff when it comes to, because he went after Joe Castro, Philly, right? He went after him. I don't know the extent of that because I'm not cool with Joe like that. The way I am with the other two, so I can't really weigh in on what he says about Joe, but I can weigh in about what he says about 500 and what he said about Joey, because I know those conversations, because I've talked with them too about it. So yeah. What's up, bro? Nice. Hit me up on Twitter. What's up, Coach Dante? What's up, Cowboy992? How's it going, homie Cowboys fan? Well, I guess the Jags can talk about potentially Trevor Lawrence improving and Doug Peterson. I mean, they can, but I mean, that's not a lot of content. And this is another thing about this dude. I don't know how this guy, and you're gonna hear it in the video, how this guy can sit here and say his numbers and all that shit trumps the numbers of Joey and Philly, Joe Castro, and 500 and all of us. I don't know, because if we go into his stuff, right, and look at his video numbers, his streams and his videos, like, I mean, this dude puts in a lot of time and a lot of work. I mean, the video where he was making fun of me putting it together, I said something about this like 2 days ago, and like yesterday he came out with the video talking shit about me, making fun of him being more than a Jags fan and having all different kinds of jerseys, a different team. Like, he had a Packers jersey on. He had I think it was a Devontae Adams Packers jersey. Shit. I mean, I remember, I forget what he had, but yeah. And then he thinks it's funny, and he thinks he's like trolling me or talking shit about me, which he's only making himself look like a jackass when it comes to football fans who don't respect anyone that likes two teams. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. If you like two teams, then you like two teams, but don't say that shit on the internet, on YouTube, because if the wrong person catches you saying that shit, you're ostracized. You're called a fake fan. You're not called a real fan. Now, I get it. It's all about football with this guy, and he likes football, and he has multiple teams, or not multiple players that he likes, and we all do, whether they're on our team or not. We like the way some of these guys play, right? And we wish they were on our teams. But you don't hear some of these guys saying, or saying that and then wearing their jerseys. You don't see a 49er fan talking about how great CD is, or Amari was, or how, if they want to say Dak is, or Zeke Elliott is, right? And then they're wearing a Zeke jersey. They're a Niners fan, but they're wearing a Cowboys. You just don't do that from where I come from on YouTube, right? You will get ostracized, and you will get destroyed every time you try to do a video, because people are going to use the same material over and over. And just because they use the same material doesn't mean it's going to be displayed the same way. The way I would destroy someone by saying that he's a two-teamer isn't the same way that someone else would destroy him by saying he's a two-teamer. And the shit that's being said. And if someone acted like this from where I come from on Twitter, I mean, not on Twitter, on YouTube, in the football community, this guy would be laughed at out of the building. This guy would be called a joke, a straight bitch, all kinds of names because of how he acts. I think it's a tweet. He did it in the video about him posting content of a game, getting views, and not being an authentic content creator, perhaps. He did because I posted a clip to my YouTube and he said that's not content. I'm like, you just don't understand giving your fans everything's possible. Yeah, man, that's another thing. Like he's like his movement, right, is trying to bring down these big YouTubers and be known for doing it, which is not going to happen. I'll tell you that right now. Not going to happen. Me, what I like to do is I will troll and make fun of people, and I don't expect anyone to be like, oh, he's wrong here, he's always wrong there, this and that. I'm never going to listen to him again. No, that's not the goal of what I do. And what I do is, especially during football season, I will troll, talk shit, make fun, and then once it's over, like the week is over, I have done forgotten about you and I'm on to the next. I will make my crow video the next day. If I hadn't done it that night already, depending on when the time the game is, and then I will move my happy ass on to the next person, the next team, the next people. That's what I do when I'm in football season. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second, man. Every time I'm doing something, the wife's got to be. She's over here doing something with our daughter, and she's over here bothering me while I'm doing this shit. But it's whatever. All right, let's get to this. How you doing? I'm doing good, Coach Dante. How you doing, man? What's up, Coach? All right, now let's get to this. Let's get to this, people.
All right. I'm gonna wait for a couple people to get in here. Don about to pull a Nelson, bro. Come on in. Come on in.
Let's see what happens. This is gonna be fun to watch. Guys, I got 14 people in the stream.
Come on in. I got
8 likes. 8 likes. Let's get as many people in this stream to like let's get as many likes as there are people in here, if we can do that. We got 13 people in here. We got 13 people here in the chat. Let's get 13 likes in this. But we're waiting for this to start. I think it takes a few minutes.
I was on vacation.
Okay, hold on. I think it's right here.
All right.
There we go. We're about to start.
All right, so
this is going to be fun.
I'm going to just put it like this. Last week, I was on vacation.
Okay, let's just finish this. Let's finish this thought.
With my family, actually with my in-laws. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that.
Like, we care that he was on vacation with his in-laws. Like, that means anything to us. And, like, we even knew he was on vacation, right? It's like, this is the thing. No one had no idea that this dude was on vacation. Nobody. None whatsoever. But he acts like we're supposed to know this shit because of what he says next.
What people decide to do and what transpired last week, regardless of how people feel about me and the way that I do things on my side of the house, that's totally fine. But let me go back and just explain something to kind of give you some context of what happened. I went to this guy named Joey Shakes' stream.
And this didn't happen last week, first of all. I think he says it. This happened like months ago.
This dude has what, 20K or whatever.
See what I mean? He's talking about the subs. So about he's talking about someone's subs, right? So right off the bat, whether he says he doesn't care about the subs, he doesn't care about this, blah, 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 it's all bullshit. Of course he does. Of course he does. You can't say, oh, I don't care about I'm doing this because this is what I love to do or what I like to do, and I just want to get the information out there. But yet you make statements of like, I'm gonna make my friends rich and yada yada and bullshit, all this other crap. You know, it's all fucking fake. It's all bullshit.
Whatever the fuck he has on his channel. Pretty big sizable community on YouTube. Philly 500. Everybody knows the rest of these guys, man.
See what I mean? Bringing up other people, their subs, their communities, bringing these people, and let's be real here. Joey Shakes 500. Their subs. I would venture to say have to be about like 98% of their team's fans. You know what I mean? Like 98% of these people that sub to them have to be Eagle fan, between 95 and 98, around there. So let's just leave it at that.
What transpired that day was a conversation between me and Joey Shakes.
Which this didn't even happen last week, okay?
And I ended up commenting in his comment section something like he was talking about Trent McDuffie. Now,
this happened like in March or like early April, right before the draft.
Before I get into the situation, let me just bust in here with what I have a problem with.
See, and fine, he has a problem with something, but and I completely understand what his problem is, right? But it's just how you go about it. And like I said earlier, when it's months later and yet you're still talking about it, right? And you're still trying to quote unquote what he says in this video where he's trying to bury someone. See what I mean? Like you have to listen to what people say, right? You have to listen to what people say. And when people use these type of words, you gotta only think, okay, he's talking about this dude's sub count right off the hop. You know, Joey speaking on what he feels, right? Not so much factual stuff, but what he thinks a player is or it isn't, whatever. And this dude comes in with, his, not his, but the facts of how a player actually is because he watches the guy, he does it, whatever it is. And then he just tries the way he goes about it is, no, you're wrong, I'm right, yada, yada, yada. No one listened to Joey because that's what he wants to do. He wants to bring down all these people with his high sub count so he can sit there and say he brought these people down. That's what this wants to go on. How am I wrong, East Coast Gridiron? Just the way you say things, bro. And this and the reason why I'm doing this again was because you just misinterpreted the first stream that I did. It just kind of came about to you, right? Because I was already drunk, drinking, and you had just got brought up. The second one, right, was I was already tired of the shit that you kept bringing up. It was already old. And so that's why we did this. And now I listen to this and my name's being brought up. So we're doing this again, which I have no problem with. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. I don't have, like I've said, which I think you've missed already. I don't have a problem with you calling out Joey. I don't have a problem with you calling out 500. I don't have a problem with you talking shit about to them, saying things, because it's not my business. But when I open up Twitter and it's 2-3 months down the road and you're still talking about the same shit as if your word is law and that's it because that's how you come across, and talking about how does someone with 600 subs get 10,000 average 10,000 likes or some bullshit like that, right? Because that was a tweet you put out. Like, that stuff rubs people the wrong way, And I got tired of seeing it, which is why I said what I said the past couple times. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying now, especially now that you brought my name up, which, again, every right to, I don't care because I brought your name up. It is what it is. It's fair fucking game. Want the receipts? Bro, I know what happened. I know what happened. I know you went after Joey. I know you said, I know what Joey said. I know that you said Trent McDuffie, out of Washington, there's good corners out of Washington. Yeah, I know the whole story. I know it. I know you've talked about it. I've had conversations with Joey about it. I've had conversation with Philly 500 about it. I know the scope of the thing from what I see on Twitter and what I've talked about and what you've brought up. Unless you have extra stuff, unless Joey's not saying things, unless Philly 500 is not saying things, we see the scope of everything. We have. You bring the receipts every time. You put them on Twitter, dude. You put them on Twitter, dog. You have. And look, I'm not coming at you because I dislike you. I'm not coming at you because I hate you or whatever it is. I'm not coming at you because you went after Joey or after 500. I just got tired of you. Look, I'm going to say this. The videos you put out takes a lot of time. The graphics you got, they're cool. They're cool, bro. Like, it's like, damn, I wish I could have graphics like that. Like, that shit's badass. I got to learn that shit. I don't like asking people for help. That's not what I do. But at the same time, like, and for a minute, I thought you were cool. I thought everything was great. But then when I kept seeing shit over and over and over, and you talking yourself up and acting the way you do, for me, I'm a very humble person in real life. As good as I was, I'm just going to bring it, as good as I was when it came to playing baseball, me being an all-state pitcher in high school, me going up into college and playing, and I blew my pitching arm out twice. Every Saturday, my sophomore year, I tore my shoulder my sophomore year, my labrum. The second game I pitched in. Did I say shit? No. What did I do? I was our ace. What did I do? 10 ibuprofens every fucking Saturday. 2 before I threw, 2 after I warmed up, 2 after my bullpen, 2 before I played. That's already 8. And then I would take 2 more before, during the game if I had started to feel any pain. I'm very humble. And as good as I was, I didn't go around saying like, oh, look what I did. Look how, my stature and how big, I'm not that big of a guy, but how someone my size is dominating guys that are 6'2", 6'3", yada, yada, this, I don't do that shit. And that's why when like you come about and I listen to you and then you do the things you do, right? From what I see, from what I can only go off of what I see on Twitter, on your, and I listen to some of your late night streams when I can't sleep because they help me go to bed. They help me go to sleep. So I listen to them. They get me in a sleepy mood. And I do hear my name being brought up, but I don't say nothing. I do hear those little sneak discs that you throw in there thinking I'm not watching. I don't know how often you do it, but I've been in there where you've said, oh, you're trolling worse than Boyz4Life. And I know the video when I made fun of you said you say you're a Jags fan, but yet you have multiple jerseys of different teams of different players. And then you're over here. I saw a video, I don't know if it was an intro or what, talking about how welcome to East Coast Gridiron, where you're allowed to be a fan of more than one team or one player or whatever the fuck you said. But anyway, man. Yeah, I'm a football. Look, you're missing the point. It is okay to be a football fan. No one is going. We're all football fans. We're all football fans. But a lot of people on here, not a lot of people. I honestly think your group of people, I have never seen anyone else rock like the Eagle guys that you got. I've never seen Sora rock anything else other than Eagles shit. I've never seen Big Play Slay rock anything else other than Eagles shit. Until I see your stuff, and now I see Papa Sora wearing, what was that, a Tim Tebow? Because I know he's a Florida guy. I don't know if Big Play Slay was. And I know Coach Dante is a Texans fan and an Eagles fan. I mean, I know this because I listen, but I don't say shit. But if you get further and further into this community and people start noticing you and the wrong people start noticing you, that is it. You are going to get eaten alive worse than what is going on right now. Because there are some people in here in this football community. I'm just telling you, bro. Bring what receipts? What are you talking to me? I know you ain't talking to me. You said we wanted to challenge ESPN. Where's it? Isn't that in your Meet the Team or some shit like that? When did I say challenge ESPN? Did I not say you want to make your friends rich? Didn't you say that? Bro, I got more opportunities lined up that would make your head spin. Okay, great. That is awesome for you. That is awesome that you got more opportunities that would make my head spin. Look, bro. And then when you came into my live stream a couple days ago, fuck this. Fuck the video. Fuck the video. When you come into, where did I say I want to make them rich? Should we go to your tweets? I mean, I know you tweet a lot, but I know it's in a tweet where you said, or even you said it in a video. You said make your enemies rich and your friends rich, and watch how they treat you, or some bullshit like that. You said that in a tweet, or you said that in a video, but for me, like, I'm not one to make shit up. I am not one to make fucking shit up at all. I'll even call my own fucking self out, even if it makes me look like a fucking jackass. Because I like to tell both sides of the fucking story. I want everyone to get the full picture. But for you to sit here and say, where is it? Where did I say I want to make them rich? I mean, we can do a whole nother. You know what? That's what the video is gonna be about. I gotta bring the receipts. I gotta clip it. I gotta do the shit. I gotta do more work than what I want. But we can go get these receipts. Now, if they're not up on Twitter anymore, because I know more people have seen them, then you know what? We realize they got deleted. Big dummy, look up the meaning of that quote, man. Look up the meaning of the quote. What do I need to look at the meaning for? Did you not post that? Did you not say that? I get it. It's a quote from someone else. I'm assuming, because I've never heard it. You're the first person I hear to say something like that, right? So even if it is said to someone else, you're still, and I know what it means. It's just basically saying you do stuff for people, and then they get bigger and better, or they just get bigger, and then they get too big of a head and forget where they came from, basically. Or it's people using you to get what they want. No, I don't. Google it right now. I don't fucking need to Google it. Or you're too scared to Google what? Too scared to go that you said make your friends rich or whatever it is, and your enemies rich, and see how they treat you, or see who treats you different, whatever it is that you said, right? Look up the Ultron quote now. Why am I'm not even disputing the meaning of what you said. I'm not even disputing the meaning of what you said. All I said was you said it. Yeah, it's a comic. Well, I mean, I know who Ultron is. I know who Ultron. I am. I'm debating the meaning of what it means. Bro, I didn't even bring up what it meant. All I said was, you're the one who brought up what it meant. All I said was that you said it. That's all I said, was that you said that. You said you want me to bring the receipt. Now you're agreeing that you said it. Now that, see what I mean? Now you're agreeing that you said it, right? And that's all I said. You're the one asking for the meeting. It's a metaphor and it's laughable that you think I want to make them rich. Bro, I'm just quoting what you said, or not quoting. I'm just saying what you put out there in a tweet, right? Whether it's enemies, whether it's friends, whatever it is. And I think, and you even have said it, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta go find the video and all that stuff. Bro, you're not. You are back. How am I backpedaling? All I ever said was, you said the fucking thing. You're the one debating on the meaning of the quote. And yeah, I said, I know what it means. It just means that, you get people rich and they don't need you no more. Or see how they treat you. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck about the meaning. All I know is that you said it, right? You're the one who said it. Whether you want to make anyone rich or whatever it is, you're the one who fucking said it. You're the one who also goes about things that I just don't like. You're very cocky with what you do. Months down the road, making quotes on shirts, all kinds of shit. No, you said I want to make them rich with my channel. I never said make them rich with your channel. I said you just want to make them rich. I never said anything about your channel. Show me where I said anything about making them rich with your channel. Where? I would like to see that. But you know what, East Coast? I'm just going to play this because I want to listen to the full thing. I've only listened to 15 minutes of this. I want to listen to this full thing. And like I said, if you want to go ahead and make another video and talk and say things that they're doing, that I'm doing this again, and go ahead. I do not care.
I was cool. I'm cool with a lot of people. I've done more stuff, not to toot my own horn or anything, but if people want to start getting fucking personal, here, we'll get personal.
And again, I don't know who got personal with this. I even said in my live stream when AK Eagle came on and Cole's Cowboy came on, I even said I wasn't going to get personal because, I'm not, I don't know this dude, your personal life like that. Excuse me, to get personal. And 500 was the one saying that you got personal with Joey. Do I know that to be true? I don't know because I didn't see that. Didn't see any of that shit.
I've done more for people in my personal life than people really give me credit for. I'm not looking for a fucking handout or a trophy, but to attack me personally is one thing that I'm not going to stand for. So
you had a platform where you instigate what? I'm just bringing this up. What am I instigating? What am I instigating?
Oh, let me just throw that caveat in there. Second of all, whenever you post content online, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all this stuff, prepare to get
there's a lot of people in this community that butt subs as well. That's among all of us. Butt subs or buy subs? And I really didn't invite them to talk crap. I was basically going to do that on my own. AK Eagle wanted to join. I said, give me time so I can say my piece of how I feel about this. And if you want to talk, you can come on and talk. I didn't invite them. They came and asked to be on my shit. I just said, yeah, sure, go ahead. But again, I never said nothing personal about you, because I don't know your life like that. I just go off of what I see on fucking YouTube.
Memed, prepare to get the backlash, prepare to get fucking corrected on some shit that you think is supposed to be factual.
And I've been corrected a bunch of times, but guess what? We fucking move on from it. That's where I have the problem with you. I never talk about my numbers, find receipts on me throwing my numbers in people's faces. Okay, let's watch the fucking video. Let's watch the fucking video where you said that your numbers trump. It's fucking on here. I've watched most of this shit. Let's
Now,
watch the fucking
you
video.
take a step back, and let me say this. Because I have a lot of football knowledge and a lot of...
And another thing, there is video. I got to go back and look at some of the videos and figure out which one it is, where you have said, how does someone with lesser sub count average like 10,000 subs per video or some bullshit, or 1,000 subs per video or some bullshit like that, which is fucking completely false. Because we can go back, we can go into your YouTube and look up your videos and the view counts your videos have. Bro, there's a video out there that I came across when I was looking at your shit before I even said anything. Before I even said anything about you, before I did a whole trolling hour on you, or however long it took. I did my homework and I looked up your shit before I could even say anything. I figured, how does a guy... I was like, okay, this guy has what? It was like 150, 160 or whatever it was, 70,000 views lifetime, right? Or not? Is it lifetime? Or not lifetime? Yeah. You know, the views, right? 107, whatever it was. I was like, man, how long ago did this guy start? Well, you started last year, and I think you've pumped out almost 1,000 videos in a year and a half's time, which is crazy. Which is fucking crazy. Kudos to you on doing that fucking job. I've been here fucking 6 years already, and I'm either close to 900, or close to 1,000. And I want to say, yeah, I'm close to 950. And I've been here for 6 years. You've been here for a year and a half, and you're already at like the 900 mark. Yeah, that takes a lot of time and effort that I don't do. But yeah, at the same time, we can go back and look at your shit and notice that your view count doesn't trump a lot of people's view counts. So let's keep playing this video to where you sit there and
IQ,
say,
played the fucking sport, whoop-de-doo. So have a lot of other people. I'm not taking a shine away from anybody and what they do on their YouTube channel. It just is what it is, right? But I have a problem with people taking their opinions and what they do and what they say and basing it off the way that they're saying things like it's fact. Now,
see, here's the thing. Here's the thing is, Coast. I get what you're saying here. I get it. But it's all based off on who you're talking to and what that person's community is. That person's community is a bunch of Eagle fans. Pretty much, like I said, I would say 95 to 98% Eagle fans there. You know, like Joey can say, and I guarantee you, out of all the subs he has, there's quite a bit that watch football stuff, that know their football, and still watch him because they're fans of the Eagles, right? And I'm sure they've said some things, and it's kind of just moved on from it. You know, they said it. You know, it is what it is, and they moved on, right? But like I said, the problem with you is you don't let shit go.
Now, the situation, let's go to the Joey Shake stream months ago. The Joey Shake stream was talking about Trent McDuffie and making a fucking mock draft. My question to him is what a lot of people were getting wrong is like, this dude was not a slot corner solely. He usually played on the outside. What people don't realize that didn't watch.
Yes, I understand. Which you missed the beginning of the stream because I made fun of Joey for saying the same exact thing about Jaquan Hardy, calling him a bruiser back, calling him a power back, and then the very next breath he says, "I haven't really watched him, so I wouldn't know what it." You know, I did a whole video, a trolling thing on him for saying that. But guess what, bro? After that, I let it go. I didn't go to Twitter and try to say all kinds of, you know, sneak diss and say all that kind of shit, you know. I said it straight to him, you know, when he was talking, when he put out the picture of them on his Twitter account, you know, I went at it and I started saying shit, talking shit to him because he knows that like that's what I do. That's what I do, and I'm being serious about what I was saying, making fun of him. But after it was over and done with, we let it go. It was no fucking big deal. But again, East Coast, you were going months, 2 months, 3 months, and quoting shit and saying shit that was brought up 3 months ago. And that's what it's like, dude, get the fuck over it already. I feel like it's eating at you because this guy is still getting the view count. This guy is still getting the sub count, even though you're the more knowledgeable football guy because you played the sport, you do the studying, you do the film study, you do all that kind of shit, right? Because you got that kind of time.
Watch this guy play or watch Washington football or Pac-12 football.
Like I said, Brunson and I are cool after my meme of his Micah Parsons take. Okay, that's fine that y'all are cool. I was cool with Brunson too until I took him into a TTC video and started talking shit and just mocking his merch and everything else. He didn't like it because he couldn't take it. He likes it when I make fun of every fucking other Eagles fan, talk shit, make fun of them, put out personal stuff about them, the kind of girls they hook up with, and all kinds of shit that I knew about some of these Eagle fans that they were sending me that I didn't ask for. But then when it's time for me to make fun of him and it's his turn, oh, I get blocked. I get all kinds of shit, right? Because he couldn't take it when it's all fucking fun and games at the end of the day.
Is they hear what other people are saying and then present it as facts. What I did respectfully is
he's been around longer than me, and so have you. So what's more embarrassing? I don't understand. What do you mean what's more embarrassing? More embarrassing than what?
Came in the dude's chat and said X, Y, and Z. No, you're not right. He's not a slot corner. I asked a legitimate question. And if you took it as offense, whoop-de-fucking do. Why are you making mock drafts about players that you don't know?
And to be honest with you, I don't remember seeing Joey Shake's mock draft ever on YouTube. I mean, maybe it's out there. I don't know. East Coast, if you can provide that receipt, because obviously you have receipts on everything, then I would like to see it. I mean, if he said he made his own mock draft behind the scenes at his house or whatever, that he does on his own time, then that's what he did.
That was my question. Everybody saw the video. Well, I don't watch college football, and I don't watch Washington football. So
a genuine question. I can link it.
Why the fuck are you talking about a player that you don't know? That's first of all. That's one thing that like it just boggles my mind. Why it's so like idiotic for me to ask a legitimate question like that when you're talking to not only you talking big shit like you know this player, and I corrected you. I said, no, you obviously don't.
Again, you're missing the point, East Coast. I'm not defending him or saying that he's right. Not saying that whatsoever. You missed the whole point of everything I've said from the beginning. Every fucking thing. Which is now why we are here. Which is why we are here now, where we are. Now that I'm actually not upset, not ticked off, not just annoyed at the situation. Never said Joey was right. Wasn't really trying to defend Joey or 500. I was just talking about what I see and how I open up Twitter and you're talking about your numbers and you're talking about someone else's sub count, all kinds of these things. I mean, and don't sit there and say you don't talk about anyone else's sub count because in the video straight up when you brought up Joey, you're like, oh, he has about 20,000 subs, big old community, yada, 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 this, that, and the third. And as if because he has that many subs, it's his duty to be factually right about everything. Do the research and yada, yada, and lay factual information about this. That's and that's why I feel like you're annoyed. I mean, you kind of say that there. I was giving context of his community size. Well, what's the context needed of his community size? That he has a big community? I mean, why do people need to know this guy has a big community? What's why does that context need to be shared? Like normally when I go after someone, unless they're constantly talking about their view counts and their subs and whatnot, I don't disclose that information because I don't give a shit that person has 20,000 subs or 10,000 subs or 5,000 subs while I'm barely even close to 1,100. Exactly what? What are you saying exactly to?
Don't watch Trent McDuffie. Still kept it.
Because people what?
Cordial and everything. And then he proceeded to say, no good cornerbacks come out of Washington. I'm sorry. Marcus Peters and Byron Murphy and Buda Baker and all these other cornerbacks, Trent McDuffie, and the list just goes on and on and on. If you know anything about
that have bigger channels are worries. I'm talking about me, less than 800. Again, again. See, you're not understanding. You're not understanding. The view count, the subs, the shit, it doesn't fucking matter. Look, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up. When you called out Joe and you said that stuff, that caught my eye. Started watching some of your videos. I was like, this dude's very insightful with what he knows. Caught my attention. Subbed you up. Liked what you did. Was cool with you, up until a certain point. Was. It was all fun and games. Cool. But then again, the way you went about things rubbed me the completely wrong way. And then when I started speaking about it and saying certain things, again, you took it the completely wrong way. Completely wrong way. It doesn't matter. I got them boys tight. What? Yes, I just text Brent. You got what boys tight? You like what? Have I said anything that wasn't truthful? Truthful about what? Truthful about what? I don't care, bro, that you are truthful, right? I don't care that you're truthful. It doesn't matter, that you're right, he's wrong. I could care less that you went after him like that. Cool, awesome, you're right, great, grand, great. But the thing that I said, that I have a problem with is which you still don't understand. Yet 3 months down the road, you're still fucking talking about it. Like as if you want attention from the guy. That's my problem. It's like I'm speaking another fucking language or I'm talking to a fucking wall. No one's mad about any truth you said. None whatsoever. Again, what set me off and got me a little annoyed was how you went about things. When did I bring that situation back up? I believe people instigated it back up. You're not making sense. So I don't make sense when I sit there and say, I don't care that you were right, Joey was wrong. I don't care that you were right, 500 was wrong. That shit don't matter to me. What annoyed me was opening up Twitter and you're talking about things that happened 3 months. You're telling me that even over the past week, you haven't said anything about Joey and no good corners come out of Washington? Or you haven't said anything about, like you said the other day, facts don't care about your feelings, bringing up what the fuck happened 3 months ago? What else have you said about that situation that I'm still seeing tweets about? That were like, when I see them, it had been posted like 45 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago. or an hour ago from the day it was posted and when I saw it. What's going on is I'm just doing another troll on a spot where my name was brought up, and we're trolling and having fun with the video. That's what we're doing over here. And again, this may, and what cracks me up is that my content will never hold a flame or a candle or whatever you said to your content, East Coast Gridiron, but yet you're here because you care what I think, right? Obviously. And what else did you say? My trolling stuff is weak, right? That's another thing you said, which is fine. You're entitled to what you think. You know what? That is great. You think what you want, but yet you're still here trying to defend yourself. If you don't care about it, which I think you've said, for some reason you're here. You care about, okay, the truth is that you went after Joey because he said, I won't even use the word go after. You put in the comment that you said that Trek McDuffie was not a slot corner and yada, yada, whatever, right? Then Joey proceeded to say, well, he doesn't watch football, college football or watch college football that much or whatever it is he said. And then you basically said, how are you going to make a mock draft or even talk about someone who you don't watch, which I completely understand because I just basically did a fucking video on or a troll stream on Joey a couple nights ago for doing the exact same fucking thing. The exact same fucking thing. But again, where the disconnect between you and I have right now is that you don't know when to fucking drop it. That's the thing. I want to see if you guys got the balls to prove anywhere where I've said anything you've claimed. This is worse than talking. This is worse than talking to EC1, to be honest with you. Even if I think this is just worse. Because I don't know how many times I have fucking said, yeah, I agree. If Joey's wrong, he's wrong. I don't care that he's wrong. I don't care that you were right. I could give two shits about it. Where I have the problem, where it's annoying to me, is when I open the Twitter app and you're talking about shit from 3 months ago. That's where I have the fucking problem. That is where I have the problem. So we're gonna get back to the fucking video here, and yeah. So let's keep going.
About fucking college football, people say the Washington Huskies and the Washington University is DBU. So you stupid motherfucker, what I did is I memed your ass for saying some dumbass shit and you got mad about it. Don't be posting shit online if you're not expected to get memed. Now here's what proceeded to happen after that. I went into Philly 500's chat and said the same thing. I asked him the same question. Why are you making mock drafts about players that you don't know? Your opinion is one thing, but when you start telling your opinion like it's fact, and listen to other dumb motherfuckers that don't watch college football about this shit, and then I correct you again, don't be sitting up there, oh, that's a poor comment. Oh, get this guy out of here, blah, 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 ban this motherfucker, blah, all this other shit that happened, from back in, in that time or whatever, a couple months ago. Then I proceeded to meme you too, motherfucker. Jokes on you. Yes, you guys have a big following, but I can give a fuck if you have 1 million goddamn subscribers. I don't care. The fact is the fact. You can't speak about players in a way that if you never watch them, don't be speaking about them at all. I asked you a fucking question on why are you making mock drafts about players that you don't know? You weren't giving me a straight answer. So your chat, everybody, your fucking friends come out of nowhere and want to attack me. So I made a meme about your ass and you got mad about that shit. Number 3, Philly the podcast, okay, who I thought we were cool, hit me up on my DMs and was like, hey, man, can you help me out with, I'm trying to get my...
So, again, shit that was said in fucking, when was it? Late March, early April? Is being quoted by East Coast Gridiron on July 24th because Pro Football Focus College put out something on January 22nd of Trent McDuffie allowed 44.4% passes thrown his way to be completed this season. Lowest among Pac-12 CBs, right? That was posted by Pro Football Focus College in January of this year, January 22nd. Then months later, we fast forward to Joey saying that Trent McDuffie isn't that great of a corner. He's not. He's a slot receiver. East Coast Gridiron proceeds to call him out, right? Whatever. No one gives a shit. Then, after no one really gives a fuck, East Coast Gridiron then goes on to meme and do all kinds of shit, which he has every fucking right to do. It's his channel. If he wants to fucking keep going at Joey and just, keep doing it, even though Joey's not paying any fucking attention to this guy at this point, then okay, then keep doing it. You're not going to get his attention. But then we fast forward to July 24th, where East Coast Gridiron, remember, this shit happened before the draft. So we're talking late March, early April, and this was July 24th. So that's at least 3.5 months. Something was posted by East Coast Gridiron, quoting Joey, saying, no good cornerbacks come from Washington, end quote. Quote, McDuffie was just a slot corner, end quote. So you're telling me that what I'm saying is wrong? That 3.5 months down the road, you're not bringing shit back up? Right? You're telling me that you're still not talking about shit that happened 3.5 months ago because, to my knowledge, he hasn't given you the time of fucking day to talk about anything? But yet, you're posting this kind of shit, and then you don't expect no one to come at you and say things to you? And then you're going to play the victim on it? That's where my little problem is. That's where my... Looks like now I'm the trolling master. Trolling how? Because you keep talking about shit that happened 3 months ago? Because that's really the only thing you got to hang your hat on with some of these guys? Like that's your trolling now is bringing shit up that happened way before the draft? Okay. Let's keep going with the video. Because I don't know the situation between Joe Castro and him, right? So I'm not going to weigh in on it. So I'm just going to let it play through.
Blah, what's the price that you charge? What I proceed to tell him, and I can show the DMs if you want to go that far, I can show you the DMs of how respectful I was to not only him but to other people. You get offended that I asked you a question, but with Philly the podcast, I said, bro, let's set up a call. Let's get on a call. Let me try to help you out. I even tried to make him a logo and stuff because I said, as a graphic designer and somebody that had a graphic design business and coming from a family where my dad has had a graphic design business for a very long time, if anybody knows how to create a logo and try to make it look good, it's probably me. Not tooting my own horn. This is what we do. I do this shit every fucking day. So the reason why you came to me is because you wanted to see how things are done on my side. I understand that my show looks good. I understand that, this, that, and the third, like, a lot of people want their shows to look good too. And I get it. Let me try to help you out get to where you got to get to. But what you don't do is jump into some shit that you don't fucking understand and know about.
Okay, I'm just gonna...
You wanted to jump in on some situations about Joey Shakes and Philly 500 that your ass had nothing to be involved in. And people are like, oh, well, you're in the community. You're attacking other people in the community. You're attacking people with a higher subscriber counts. Who gives a fuck? I could give a fuck if you had 3 million subscribers. I don't care. What I did is I memed your ass and you were mad about it and your friends were mad about it and everybody was mad about it, where you could have took it as a joke and moved on. I don't start shit. I finished it and I moved the fuck on. This shit keeps getting brought up and brought up and brought up and brought up and brought up. All right. Later on down the road, now all his friends are mad. All the people around him are mad. All the people are like, oh, East Coast Gridiron is full of itself, blah, 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 blah. Everybody knows that I'm good at what I do. I know that I'm good at what I do. If you want to take that as cocky or confident, or whatever, take it as you want to. Move the fuck on. Why are you worried about somebody that has a less subscriber count than you do? So let's go down the line some more. All right. So after Philly and all the rest of them wanted to jump into my shit, then we're going to go ahead and move on to some other dudes in the community that I thought we were cool. AK Eagles has to go and team up with fucking Boyz4Life. I have treated AK Eagles and the rest of these dudes with nothing but respect because they think I'm very opinionated because unfortunately I bring a lot of facts to the table about what.
Again, no one gives a shit that you're very opinionated. No one cares. That's the misconception here. That's the disconnect. No one gives a fuck that you East Coast Gridiron are very opinionated. Cool. Have your opinions. Say what you want to say. Do what you want to do, right? I wouldn't say do what you want to do, but have your opinions. Say your opinions, right? I don't know how you can be opinionated, but you bring facts to the table. I just, Anyway. You talk a lot. Let's just say you talk a lot. And you bring your facts to the table, right? No one gives a shit, right? If you're right and someone's wrong and you are right, right? No one gives a shit. All right, cool, you're right. End it, whatever. But when it goes as far as, again, 3 months down the fucking road and you're still talking about it, when people done forgot about it, then that's where the problem comes with fucking me. So, give me a second. Sorry. We're gonna go back to the fucking thing. Give me a second. I'm just dealing with some stuff right now. Anyway, we're here.
What I'm talking about, they think that I'm attacking the community.
No one thinks you're attacking the community. Again, no one cares that you're opinionated. No one gives a shit that you're right. Okay? No one cares. If you're right, then you're right. Move on from it. Like I said, and I'm going to say it again for the 100th time. My problem lied in where I would open my Twitter app and it's you just straight talking shit about shit that happened 3 months ago. You know, I didn't say nothing. I mean, that's why 3 months later I fucking bring this up. Because they were just like, I've had enough. I'm done. See, and I could have just unfollowed you. And I could have just went it about that way. But then, no, I'm not going to unfollow you because, you're cool at this point. Still, you're cool, whatever. I don't have a problem. It's whatever. But then when I made my that first stream where like half of it was about you, and I was already kind of drunk, and I, said that you go about things in a douchebag way, and you need to, whatever it is I said, Then the next day, you call me a fucking piece of shit, saying you thought that I was cool, and thought that I was, a man, and, if we were men, then I should have came to you, and yada yada. But why would I want to come to you when I can put it on fucking YouTube, right? Put it on YouTube and say my piece and be done with it. But you come on here, but you come on here and just keep bringing shit up over and over and over. Whatever. Okay, so I am just delighted with the information that I'm receiving. Have I ever done that to you? Done what? Where you keep going and going? No, you have not done that to me. And it doesn't matter whether you do that to me or not. I could care less. I could care less whether you want to do that to me or not. Joey could care less. 500 could care less. And what's funny is I'm looking at something, right here. I'm looking at something that I got right here. That East Coast Gridiron says Joey Shakes and Yo Philly 500. We got to do better. I'm here to challenge the community. We should be talking about things we don't know. We shouldn't be talking about things we don't know. 50K subscribers between you both. Just because I challenge your knowledge doesn't make me a hater, but it will slowly make you irrelevant. You see what I mean, people? I remember this tweet. This was back in fucking April the 29th. You see what I mean? And for me to say what I said earlier about him trying to make people irrelevant because of their opinions they speak, that's what he's trying to do. The fucking thing is right here. The fucking thing is right here. We can go back to April 29th of 2022. Yes. Why did I say that? I have no idea why he said that. Because first of all, as I am getting this stuff, I am being told that 500 never even brought up McDuffie. Again, I don't even think the only time that I've known Philly 500 to do any fucking stream, I mean not stream, any mock draft type stuff is with Lord Brunson on receivers or even their boards that they got. That's the only time I've ever really seen 500 do a mock draft type deal. And then what's funny is right underneath, how many days are in April? 30? So 2 days later, on 5/1/22, Philly 500 says, "This is insane. Ha ha ha. Ha. I'm cracking up." No one, see, that's what I'm saying. No one cared what you said. Nobody cared with what you said. No one cares, Big Play Slay, that Joey was wrong. No one gives a fuck. Just like no one gives a fuck that 500, or not 500, but East Coast Gridiron was right. No one gives a shit. But with this statement right here, talking about 50Ks between, 50,000 subs between them, I mean, he's talking about their subs, right? Talking about their sub count again. Basically saying, you have a high sub count, you have this big old platform, and you need to be speaking the truth about X, Y, Z, and ABC. When their shows are completely opinionated. It's all opinion and their feelings of what their team should do and what they want their team to do. Yes, during draft time, people do certain mock drafts and do things and whatnot. But again, the only time I've really seen 500 do one is with Brunson. So you're saying you don't care, but you're reading a tweet of me going after two guys that are not you? What I'm saying is that I got annoyed by all the sneak diss you were doing in your fucking live streams and then throwing shit out on Twitter, sounding cocky as hell, like you are. And then the way you go about things, about how your shit is, oh, I took a poll on fucking Twitter of Lamar Jackson being better than Dak Prescott, and 50 people voted, and the people have spoken. And that is law, that this isn't even a debate anymore. So, you know, I never said I don't watch college football. He's lying. So, did Philly so East Coast Gridiron, who said that they don't watch college football? Was it Joey or was it 500? You don't get what? You don't get what, East Coast? You don't get what? You don't get what? But anyway, let's finish this. Let's finish this. And East Coast. I'm gonna say this, man. From the few days ago that I saw your view counts and everything else on your shit, I'm looking at them now, and it seems like your view counts have gone up on a few fucking videos. Kudos to you. Because a lot of these view counts that I was watching, or not watching, but looking at, about a week and a half ago, some of them were in the single and only double digits. Now, a lot of them are in the hundreds, the low hundreds. And again, kudos to you, because you're getting exactly what you want, and that's getting the attention from the bigger streams, or the bigger guys like the Joeys, the 500s, even though they've never really brought you up, but you tag them in a lot of shit. You bring them up in your videos. Well, I mean, I don't know when the last time you brought up 500 or Joey, but, you tag them in a lot of shit, so they go and check your stuff out. See how that works? You see how that works, people? Shit is fucking hilarious. I said I don't watch it on Saturdays, but go back and watch the players later. He's lying. I'm happy I'm getting fucking intel as I'm doing this, because it's basically just blowing up a lot of shit East Coast is saying. Trying to be the victim here. The clip is not me saying anything like that. What I said was not everyone can watch every game on Saturday. And I remember him saying this in the stream Saturday, but if you go back and watch the tape later, it's not a problem. That's often what I do, and I'm sure Joey does too. The clip is out of context to what I said. And that was when Vic clipped it and tried to and do some shit with it as well. So I'm at a backyard like you are kidding me. An opinion without context is dumb. Who cares? Who cares how you feel about it? Oh, you ain't even talking to me at this point. So, okay. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You ain't even talking to me at this point.
They think that I'm attacking their friends. They thinking that I'm doing this when people can't stay the fuck out of my business, first of all, which is fucking weird that, you got to defend other people. I have not seen these other people come to your defense at all.
Well, let's be real here. Not on display. I mean, I do. I have now these past streams about you, only because you started to throw my name into this, and like I said, it's warranted, right? I went at you. It's strictly warranted. It's warranted 100%. And I'm not worried about it, because I could care less, right? I could get two shits that you go at me and you throw my name out there. It is what it is, right? So, but like I said, you haven't attacked me or said anything like this. And actually, that's a fucking straight lie, because you like to fucking sneak diss a lot of your shit, which is why I, after I was talking about how Dak Prescott is a better thrower of the football, which you, East Coast, ended up agreeing with, because you messaged me, and I said, you can bring it up. I strictly said, as a player, an overall player, Lamar Jackson is better. But when it comes to a passer, Dak Prescott, I think Dak Prescott is better. And you said you would be right, and left it at that. And I said that's basically been my whole argument. But yet you posted again the Lamar Jackson versus Dak Prescott. I wouldn't even call it a fucking debate. It's a unanimous decision. You reposted that shit on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, on fucking YouTube again. You posted it twice. You did a poll because I was arguing that Dak Prescott is a better thrower of the football, and y'all's dumbasses kept saying, "Oh, he's a better player. He's a better player." No, which I kept saying, I agree. But when it comes to passing the football, Dak Prescott's better. And you ended up agreeing with that. Was I not? Am I not right? Jerry, I believe I've been super respectful and helpful to everyone. I've never game in contact. I don't know what that means. Anyway, let's keep going with the fucking video.
We'll get to the most recent situation, but let's just go through the history of things. Hardcore Sports. Who created the logo? Me. Did I ask for a dime? No. Who comes to me with advice? He's came to me with advice. He's invited me on the show. I'm always in there. I was always in their comment section, interacting with people, being respectful, challenging people. What people don't like is a dude that comes in and likes to challenge somebody with, not only with my knowledge against somebody else. There's been plenty of times on my channel and with the people that I know where I said, wow, I was wrong about that. I was a dumbass for saying that shit. But hey, some takes that you say are bad, some takes that you say are good.
I completely missed that because something happened to my computer. Let's go back and listen to that again. Let's see if I can go back far enough.
Get to the most recent situation, but let's just go through the history of things. Hardcore Sports. Who created the logo? Me. Did I ask for a dime?
Well, if it's dumb, I just don't understand why you're here. I don't get why you're here if you think this is dumb. So your boy AK was out of line. AK was out of line about what? I don't even know what the fuck he was. I don't even remember anyone even bringing up your fucking marriage. And if someone said that you're married, which I think is what he said, from what he said, right? Because I don't even remember anyone bringing up that you were married. You're over here saying, someone brought my marriage into this. You've crossed the line. What? No one was even talking about your fucking wife. No one was even talking about your fucking marriage as a whole. I think he said, he just said that you were married and you shouldn't be acting like this. But someone brought up you being married, so they crossed the fucking line.
No. Who comes to me with advice? He's came to me with advice. He's invited me on the show. I'm always
okay. He said, "I have a wife and act like it." That's why. Why is that being brought up? Because what he's saying, see, and this is why right now I've said this is like worse than talking to EC1. He's saying you're a fucking grown ass man and you're acting this way and you're fucking married and you shouldn't be acting like this. He's not saying, oh, you have a wife, yada yada, whatever, and trying to attack your fucking wife or attack your fucking marriage. Because we don't know you like that. He don't even know me like that. We're cool, but he don't know me like that. You don't know me like that, and I don't know you like that. All he said was, you have a wife, and you shouldn't be acting like that. Right? If that's what he said, and the only thing he said about your wife or you being married, he didn't even fucking talk about your marriage. He didn't even say anything fucking bad.
I was always in their comment section, interacting with people, being respectful, challenging people. What people don't like is a dude that comes in and likes to challenge somebody with, not only with my knowledge against somebody else. There's been plenty of times on my channel and with the people that I know where I said, wow, I was wrong about that.
No one cares that you challenge them. Really, no one fucking cares that you challenge them. I've had conversations with 500. I've had conversations with Joey. No one gives a shit. What the consensus is between everyone that has gone after you is that you're doing it for fucking attention. And like I've said to everybody, I will be the petty one and give him attention. Because that's what my show is about, right? Whether you got look, there's a fucking Eagle fan, which you know about, EC1, that I go after that has fucking 200 fucking subs because he's a fucking jackass. And a lot of people think his own fan base thinks he's a fucking jackass. But yet I go after him. I've gone after 500. I've gone after fucking Joey. I've gone after the big, like I said, the sub count does not fucking matter. But yet you over here, dude, it's the same old song and dance that we've seen 100 times already. Someone like you with the low sub count coming in and repeating the same thing that other people have said. Oh, I have a lesser sub count than you. Why are you worried about me? And why this and why that? I must be getting. No, bro. That's not fucking it. There's been people like you that have come in and try to do this same old fucking song and dance and they disappear. I'm not saying you're going to disappear. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is you ain't the first to do this type of shit. And you ain't going to be the last. I'll tell you that right now. That's not how, someone else is going to come along in a year or two and do the same thing. It may not be to Joey or 500. It may be to someone else. It may be, it may be to someone else. Shit, it might be to you. It might be to fucking Big Play Slay. Hell, it might be to 301. Who knows? But I'm just saying, it might be to EC. Who fucking knows? I mean, it's never gonna happen to EC1 because he's never gonna get up there. But no, regardless, people like you come in here, do this same song and dance, and it's there. It's on repeat all the time. Boyz4Life even went after Mark Holmes. You're proving my point. I'm proving your point. How? What's up, bro? I didn't know you were babysitting tonight. I'm here. I'm here for it. Yeah, bro. Like, I'm proving whose point? That who gives a shit about whose sub count it is? No. I'm not proving your point. I'm not proving your fucking point. The difference between you and I is that when I go after someone and I'm trolling them, my first thing out of my mouth is, oh, I'm going after so-and-so. They have 30,000 subs. They got a big community and this is where they're wrong and yada, 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 and this and the third. I don't fucking do that. I don't do that. Your tweet to fucking 500 telling him and tagging Joey saying that they have over 50,000 subs and that you're going to make them irrelevant. I have beef over not parentheses, not you, people claiming they don't watch college football and then talking about college players they say they don't even watch. That's weird to me. To be honest, 500, this has nothing really to do with you. It was a meme at the end of the day. Fair enough, says 500. If I'm not involved, good. You do your thing. I wish you all the success in the world. That's what 500 said. That's what he ended up saying. You're in our heads? You're in our heads. So why am I don't know how you can sit there and say that you're in our heads. To my knowledge, 500 hasn't given you the time of day. To my knowledge, Joey Shakes hasn't given you the time of day. I mean, hold on. Let me go back to 2 days ago because I was all the way down these fucking the tunnel of your quotes, trying to get all the way back to fucking April when I couldn't. But let me go back to the day you posted this fucking video, the video that we're talking about right now. Where is it? July 27th. Where you said, let me see if I can even find what the fuck you said, because everyone went fucking crazy about it. Where you tagged me, 500, Cole's Cowboy, I think. Here it is. Is it this? AK? where you said, and this was July 27th, right after you fucking posted this video, you tagged AK, you tagged myself, Joey Shakes, Philly, 500, and Bird. Why you're even tagging Bird Gang, I have no idea. I have none whatsoever, right? None whatsoever. But you tagged us after we had been done. We were done talking about you. Done talking about you. That shit had happened last week, homie. 500 was in your live. 500 still responding. Actually, 500 just talking to me about this shit, to be honest with you. It's the video you're watching. Yes, I know. That's fucking what I said. I just made sure you're aware I'm saying names. You want to make sure you're aware that you're saying names, but then you go on this fucking rant, right? And then you sit here and say, just do y'all, don't get this secondhand. Oh, that's why you're saying names, because you don't want other people to tell you. So you're coming to us like a fucking man so we can hear your fucking rant. I have nothing against any of you dudes at the end of the day. You have, okay, so basically what you're saying is like, Joey, you're wrong. You have a high sub count. Fuck you, you're wrong, yada yada, this, that, and the third, and keep memeing him and keep quoting him 3 fucking months later, keep doing all this bullshit, keep attacking, keep going and going and going and going, and then say, oh, but man, I ain't got nothing against you. But don't expect people to fucking come at you? Like I said, you want to be... Look, you can call me the instigator. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I will take that label and I will wear it with a... I will take the label and wear it with a fucking passion. Can give 2 shits, right? Don't care. Yeah, I can hate someone's football takes and not hate the man. I get it. You can hate their football takes. I do it all the time. But like I said, the difference between you and I, homie, is that you don't let shit go. You keep posting about it and posting about it and posting about it. That's where the fucking problem is. I don't know them personally other than Joe Castro. Well, I don't know Joe Castro personally. You know him personally. You ousted your buddy there. I don't know if y'all were buddies, but you ousted him. And then he tried to clap back at you. I never got with any of... I understand you never got personal with any of this. And I'm not getting personal with any of this. I'm not bringing up your wife. I'm not bringing up the in-laws that you so nicely gave us info. Not info, but you said you were with your in-laws on vacation. I've never got personal with you. I've never said anything about your personal life because I don't know your personal life. What's up, man? I heard you on Bird Gang 31 stream. He's playing Madden 22. I could hear you. I agree or argue. I don't know. Just unfollow me. I mean, I could unfollow you, but that wouldn't be no fun. Because when it's time to do Jags versus Cowboys, and I really come at you, right, with all the edits and everything else, and making it look glitz and glamour the way you fucking do. I mean, I'm not going to do the graphics because I can't fucking do them, and I give 2 shits. But at the same time, when I really come at you, right, which I'm being told I should already do it because we do playoff, I really want to know if you're going to be able to take the shit. Yeah, you're mad about my tweets. Like I said, this is worse than talking to East Coast. This is worse than talking to EC1. This is worse than talking to a fucking wall. No one is mad. No one gives a shit about your tweets. It's just fucking annoying because I can see what you're doing. Everyone can see what you're doing. You can sit there and say all you want all day that you're not doing shit, and your buddies can back you up, right? Like Sora, Big Play Slay, Dante, they're all going to back you up and say, no, he's not doing that because they're your buddies. I don't ever see any of y'all when I watch your fucking film session when I can barely see the fucking the game because there's so many filters on it, because if there's not, it's going to get fucking taken down because you're watching a replay of the game. But no one disagrees with anyone on that shit. And yeah, your buddies can sit there and say, and that can be your vindication. I'm not saying y'all don't debate. I'm not saying that at all. But the times I watch it, it's all like, oh yeah, I agree. And yeah, this I agree. And y'all have your back and forth, but at the end of the day, everyone fucking agrees. Everyone fucking agrees. Or if East Coast Gridiron says one thing, that's it. Y'all will have your debate, but at the end of the day, he's getting the last word from what I've seen. And I'm talking about from what I've seen. I don't watch every single one of y'all's things, so I don't know every time what happens, when, and what, and all that other goodness. I'm just talking about from what I've seen, what I have seen. Oh, East Coast, he a Ravens, Jaguars, Panthers, Cowboys fan, and a fraud bandwagon fan. I got into it with this 14-year-old. Just ignore him. Well, he's not 14. He's like 30-something years old. So, then why are you claiming we all? I never said you always agree. I said from what I've seen. What I have seen with my own fucking eyes, you agree. Y'all agree. I said, yes, y'all will have your debates, but at the end of the day, everyone agrees. You can have your debates and then come to the same fucking agreement. Because that's what, like I said, that's what I fucking see. If you pay attention to what the fuck I'm saying, you don't got to be asking these fucking questions. Anyway, let's keep going. Because I don't got much time. It's already fucking 11 o'clock and I should be in fucking bed. And we're only 10 minutes into this fucking shit.
Or dumbass for saying that shit. But hey, some takes that you say are bad. Some takes that you say are good. But at least I have context behind everything that I try to say and do, every single time when I try to talk. But I showed nothing but these dudes love. I'll come on your stream last minute. I even invited you on our stream. I try not to make you seem like you don't know anything about college football. So we moved through it quick. Me and Don got through it. We were respectful, blah, blah, blah. Let you guys do what you got to do. Then Boyz4Life comes in, right? Now, let me explain something. When I say nobody wants to smoke, I don't mean being disrespectful and attacking people. That's not what I'm talking about. When I say nobody wants to smoke, is nobody wants to go toe-to-toe and challenge me with the football knowledge that I have up here. Because every time I bring a compelling argument to the fight, people think that I'm trying to be this guy that is the end-all, be-all with my opinions and things like that. There's been plenty of people that I've gone back and forth with. At the end of the day, we were cool. We squashed it, whatever, and just moved on. But what people don't like is when I continuously bury people over and over and over and over and over. And eventually they...
Okay. Let's put this into context. If he's talking about burying Joey, or even if he's talking about 500, I don't know if it's burying over and over and over and over again when it's the same fucking tweet. Again, I don't know how you can bury Joey, and I don't even think you can. I don't even know if you try to bury 500. Actually, yeah, you try to say that he's going to be irrelevant because you're going to bring football knowledge to this community, which there's already a lot of, right? I mean, these guys didn't just get 50K between them because there's some fucking idiots that don't know what the fuck they're talking about their own teams. They are not talking about fucking Devontae Adams of the Packers unless it pertains to the Eagles. There have been times where Joey's talking about a certain player that they're bringing in, and I go look up their stats, and I'm like, well, he's fucking wrong. And I do a fucking video on it. I call him out. Same thing with 500. I call him out, say the bullshit, and the video's over with, and it ends there. But you, like I said, try to make these dudes irrelevant. You said it in your fucking tweet. So you're trying to make sure everyone knows that Joey Shakes and 500 and everyone else don't know what the fuck they're talking about because your ultimate goal is to make them irrelevant. That's what you're trying to do. Don't sit there and say you're not when you are. The proof is in the fucking tweet. The proof is in what you do. The proof is in what you say. You can sit there and say, "Oh, I'm just trying to challenge people with football knowledge and this and the third and whatever, and no one likes me to do." No. We welcome the football knowledge. We welcome the little debates here and there, whatever. But when you sit there and say, I'm going to make you irrelevant, and I'm going to let it be known that these dudes don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because that's my mission here on YouTube, because aside from maybe a video that got 23,000 tweets in the middle of fucking June, as you like to let people know, because you did say that in a video where you said, I don't know many people that can put out a video in the middle of June that gets 23,000 views. It's a football video, right? You said that in a fucking stream. Heard it with my own fucking ears. And again, I'm not one to make shit up. But yet, you're the one fucking saying this. You can come back and, dude, I'm very good at what I do when it comes to this shit. I wouldn't be saying any of this stuff if I didn't have the full scope of the situation. Again, I don't know the full scope of the situation with you and Philly, because I don't know him like that. I don't have his number. I don't talk to him like that. But I do talk to Joey, and I do talk to 500, and we've had conversations, and the shit that I've seen, the shit that I listen to you say, to have the full scope of this shit is the reason why I'm even saying this stuff. I'm not going to come out here and talk out of my fucking ass and look like a complete jackass and be completely fucking wrong about everything. But you want receipts, the receipts are right there. You cannot sit there and say you have 50,000 subs between y'all, and I'm going to make you irrelevant, and then in the same hand sit there and say, oh, I'm just here to challenge people. I'm just here to bring football knowledge. No. What you're trying to do is make it known that Philly 500 and Joey Shakes were wrong about something to try to bring them down and make them irrelevant because, quote unquote, they don't know what they're talking about. And that's where my problem is. Pull the receipts, Boyz4Life. You're saying you're so smart. You are right where I'll give you a week. Pull together what stuff? I just fucking showed you the tweet of you saying that you're going to make Joey Shakes and Philly 500 irrelevant. So, I don't know what receipts you want. I straight up showed you something. But anyways, guys, I posted many times the receipts. You've claimed many things. So okay. Well, you're not going to give me a week, right? You're not going to do to me what you did to Cole Cowboy, where Cole Cowboy said, I'm going to get something out today, and it doesn't fucking happen, and then a week later it still hasn't happened, and then you're fucking talking shit to him, saying, I'm just trying to hold you accountable because you said you were going to do it on this date, but then you did, but then you didn't. That is some bullshit. That is some shit that does not happen. If homie doesn't want to fucking do it on that day because he can't, or he can't do it, then he's not going to fucking do it. He's not on your fucking time clock. Now is he? No, he's fucking not. You read a tweet? So he's mad I held him accountable? My word has always been my bond. Held him accountable to what? Because he said he was going to get it at the end of the day, and maybe some shit came up and he couldn't, and he didn't let you know because you're the king of all kings, and he needs to know. He needs to let you know what the fuck he's doing with his life to let you know that, hey, man, I'm not going to be able to get this list out because of X, Y. Does he work for you or something? Are you paying him money to get this fucking shit out? Or is he allowed to do it at his own fucking time? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, because you're holding him accountable to the fact that he said he was going to get it on that day and it didn't happen. What if some shit happened? What if some shit went down that couldn't happen? I get it. It probably happened like a week or two later. He finally got it out because you were on him, I'm sure. He said, fine, I'll fucking get it out today or whatever it is, and he got it out. And you've been claiming things I've never said. So where are all these things I've said? Okay, so you've never said anything about your view count. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck this. I don't got time. I don't got a lot of time. So we're just going to let this fucking video play through. We're going to let it play through.
You keep getting hit over and over again with the facts. You don't know what to do. So what does everybody decide to do? They're like, oh, I want to stay in the middle. And then all of a sudden, while I'm on vacation with my family, what happens?
Like we fucking knew he was on vacation with his wife and his in-laws.
Happens. Like 2, 3, 4, 5 people jump into a live stream that I thought.
Big play slate. How can you sit there that East Coast Gridiron wasn't trying to put them down when he straight up tweeted Philly 500 and Joey that he was going to make them irrelevant because they basically lacked football knowledge in his eyes?
You know, most of these people that I was cool with jump into a live stream and proceed to talk about me while I'm on vacation where I can't respond or do anything.
I mean, you could have. If you were on vacation, you had a phone, you could have responded all you wanted. And, bro, the way you were cool, I mean, again, you didn't come after me with shit because you can't come after me with anything because I haven't fucking done shit for you to come after me with. There's no substance for you to come at me with anything, right? 2, you went after, you were supposed to be cool with what's his name? Cole's Cowboy, but then you're calling him out because he didn't fucking put out a quarterback list when you wanted him to. Even, I mean, yes, he said he was going to do it on a specific day, but again, shit comes up, life comes up, right? Right? But yet, no, it's not the fucking East Coast Gridiron's liking of when he puts it out. He said he was going to do it. He hasn't done it yet. He needs to do it because it's my fucking time, and he needs to do it. Because apparently, he fucking works for you, right?
So, I've been quiet about it. Yes. Does it take, it took you 2 live streams to talk about what the fuck I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. I'm not about this trolling shit. Like,
he doesn't give a fuck, but he's in the comments talking and talking and talking. And this is where he's about to say the trolling shit is weak.
Just is what it is. I think it's weak ass content at the end of the day.
See? Weak ass content at the end of the day. He said when we were still cool, apparently. Oh, no, not yet. No, this was this still? I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know. He did say my content won't ever hold a flame to his content. But yet, it takes him getting the attention or of him tagging 500, him tagging Joey, I wouldn't even really say myself because he only tagged me once, but me going after him and doing this shit for his views that he gets on his videos to finally fucking go up. Because the last time I checked, about 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, a lot of this shit was like 15 views, 14 views, 20 views, 30 views, 8 views, no views on videos. Well, 1. Right? You would see a few videos here and there where it's 100, 400 views, 600 views, 500 views. And then they go back, it's 8 views, 6 views, 2 views, 3 views. I think there was an 18-minute video that I saw the last time I checked. It had like 3 views.
If you want to talk about numbers, which I barely ever talk about, and then when I do bring something up, I always thank people that have always given us love.
Did he say he barely fucking talks about numbers? Did I not tell you fucks in the chat? I mean, I know. I'm sorry I call y'all fucks, but I call everyone fucks. Did I not say he brings up fucking numbers? He says he barely brings up fucking numbers, but what is the first few words out of his mouth? So we're going to get in about Joey Shakes, who has 20,000 subs.
Love and showed us love back. That's first of all. If you want to go and look at the numbers with Philly and AK and all those other dudes and Boyz4Life and all this other shit, my numbers trump their numbers any fucking day of the week.
That's a fucking lie. That is a huge, huge fucking lie. My numbers, quote, my numbers trump their numbers any day of the week. Fucking lie. Fucking lie. Maybe now his stuff, and no, not even close. Because the further back I go, the less and less views his videos get. Right? He just put in there, where do I bring up my numbers? You fucking just said your numbers trump everyone, all of our numbers. Homie, you are in the same realm as me when it comes to the viewership as far as how many you've had lifetime. Joey Shakes and 500 have over millions of views on their shit. And you're going to sit there and say that their numbers, your numbers trump theirs? Okay.
I don't ask for subscribers. I don't ask for likes. People come and support.
And didn't you say, and like I said, I don't make this shit up, but I guess I got to go fucking find it. So I got to spend time trying to look up all this shit that you said, right? Because apparently you want receipts because I guess you don't remember. So I got to go fucking look up, go sit through these fucking live streams, get you a view here and there to fucking find this shit to where you're bringing up numbers. I even fucking forgot what I was gonna fucking say. I'm fucking
because
annoyed.
I'm a real dude. We know what we're talking about. Our shit looks good, and people are, at the end of the day, I guess people are fucking scared. I don't try to put words in people's mouth. I'm like,
no one's fucking scared. Not a single fucking person. If I'm correct, has Philly 500 made a video about you on YouTube? No. Has Joey Shakes made a video about you on YouTube? No. So explain to me how they're scared of you.
Like, oh, you got a network. It's not a network. It's a group of guys that like to do something. I'm telling you, this top 10 video that we're about.
East Coast Gridiron Podcast. Okay, it's a fucking podcast. It's not a network. It's a fucking podcast. Whoop de fucking do.
To do for the quarterback shit, boy, we about to slap the shit out of a whole bunch of people, bro. You're not gonna be able to touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. So keep fucking coming, because we're gonna keep fucking coming.
You're doing a what? A top 10 quarterback? What was that? Because I'm gonna end it at this fucking point.
A group of guys that like to do something. I'm telling you, this top 10 video that we're about to do for the quarterback shit, boy, we about to slap the shit out of a whole bunch of people, bro. You're not gonna be able to touch that shit with a 10.
So, do you think people that post others' content on their channel, i.e. clips from games or press conferences, is considered content creation or what I like to call lazy stealing? So we're going to look at something here. I wonder if I should. So he's looking at Social Blade, right? That's what he's looking at. And he's getting his numbers based off of that stuff. So he's showing, I'm pretty sure he's going to show me my stuff and his stuff and everything else. Is this mine? Yep, it's mine. The plus 100, the plus all that. He has plus 900, plus 1,000, which, like I said, when it comes to his viewership on his videos, when we're looking at it, right, we can go back and look at his shit on his channel. We're looking at 98 views, 50 views, 15 views, 10 views, 9 views, 25 views, 41 views, 3 views he did 2 months ago on a video, a short that got 1,800 views. He got 16 views on a video, on a 2-minute video, 36 views on a 17-minute video or a clip or whatever it is. So he's going off of Social Blade, right? going off of Social Blade. When I'm looking here as that fucking his actual YouTube and what he's what we're getting at here. 11 views off of a minute. Okay, let's go to the longer videos. They get a little bit more viewership. If I can fucking find any, because everything. Oh, his hour and 12-minute live stream, 41 views. We're at 20 views, okay, on a 3-minute video, 7 views on a 5-minute video, 4-minute video, 44 views, 6-minute video, 136 views, 24 views on a 3-minute video. Let's keep going. So he's going off of Social Blade about the view counts and all that. Videos viewed. So this is what he's going off of. His 603 plus 922 plus 1054 plus 906 plus 976 plus 708. And yeah, my shit don't look like that, but we got the same amount of fucking views overall between us. Around the same. I think he's about 20,000 more than what I am. Right? But he did put out a video that garnished 23,000 views. And again, no one's disputing that. No one. But if you take that away, he's around what I'm doing. But again, let's see the Joey Shakes videos. I mean, the Joey Shakes streams, the Philly 500 streams, the Philly podcast stuff. I guarantee you don't put more than what they put out. And I wasn't just talking about myself. Oh, no. It's still here. It's still fucking here. That's why this shit doesn't make sense. Shit does not make sense. So I'm done with this. I'm done with this right here. So what we're gonna do, we'll finish this at a later date. We're at 13 minutes and 29 seconds. We can finish this tomorrow. But let's go to his fucking shit right here, okay? Where we at? Boom, 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 boom. So we're gonna go share, screen, Chrome's tab, East Coast Gridiron, YouTube. Can you see it? Kinda. But you see in the middle, all the way to the far right, Debo wants to be traded, ? 3 months ago, no one fucking watched that shit. Right? Fucking 9 views. An hour and 18-minute stream, 32 views. 7 views on a 6-minute video. 5 views on a 2-minute video. What else we got here? 9 views on a 4.5-minute video, pretty much. 8-minute video, 64 views. See, I'm not here where I'm over here talking about my view counts and everything else. I don't bring up anyone else's shit. That's not what I fucking do. Pull up the most popular videos overall. Your most popular video is the 23,000 view video that you did in fucking June. That's what you fucking did. Bet it's from all over the date. I don't even know what the fuck that means. But anyway. It's from the beginning to end. Okay? And what? And nothing, dude. And nothing. Oh, but I've been at this for 2.5 hours. My ass needs to go to bed. We will finish this later. Better than anything. That's great, bro. That's great that it's better than anything I have ever done. That is awesome. I mean, we looked at your sub count. I mean, not your sub count. We looked at your viewership. We saw it all there. But that's great. You saying that your shit is better than mine. But yet you're still here. Get your ass to bed. Go to bed. I'm tucking you in for the night. Okay, bro. Okay. You think that. It's fucking 11:30 at night and my ass needs to be up by 5. But yes. Yeah, I'm going to go to bed because you're fucking saying it. I know, Miss Bird Gang. Yes, roll your eyes. It's better. That's fine. It's better. That is fine, bro. That is fine with me. There are a lot of things that people do better than I do, but I don't give a shit. That is fine. But yet you're still here, and you've been here for a lot of the stream. But it is time for me to go. I will be back tomorrow and I will finish this. I will finish this live stream and that'll be the end of it. But I'm out.
I have never in my life felt so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ. Anyway,